Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of July 1st through the 7th, 2024. Okay, first two cards that came out. You have the Ten of Swords right next to the Eight of Cups, and these are two cards that both show an ending, walking away from the old you. This feels like an ending of your own personality that you had in the past, an ending of your excuses. It doesn't feel like necessarily walking away from someone, although it could certainly be that for a few of you. This feels like you're walking away from an old version of you that made a lot of excuses instead of taking action, walking away from an old version of you that was content, like very full of contentment, but didn't really push yourself any further, walking away from an old you that, sort of let people walk all over you or just like went with the flow or was just content in staying where you're at. You're releasing that, you're putting an end to that, and you are reinventing yourself. I'm seeing a whole new game plan emerging. Okay, very, very fascinating. And I've been predicting this sort of shift and transformation in Scorpio energy in 2024, ever since 2024 began. And it's starting to take shape in the physical world is what I'm seeing here. So a lot of you are signing up for school. A lot of you are changing careers, moving, reinventing yourself, getting a new wardrobe, changing your appearance. However it shows up for you, it'll look different for all of you. But yeah, there's a massive physical changes now taking place in like who you are. I'm seeing a lot of discussions with your closest loved one, whoever that may be, about life and like what you want to do and what you want to change. And it's going to be a very inspirational conversation that feels really good. You feel like lighter and freer. The things that were weighing down on your mind no longer are weighing you down. So definitely make the time to talk to the person closest to you about what you're worried about, what's weighing heavily on you, what you're stressed about, because you're going to get a lot of insights and inspiration from that conversation. We have Ace of Coins. Yes, brand new beginning. Exactly. A lot of you are literally like signing back up for school or finding a new job, everything that I just said, a fresh new start to discover more that exists here for you. Six of Cups is coming out in reverse right underneath that Ten of Swords. I think you're making the decision not to pursue a friendship any further. Okay, similar message came out for another sign. I forget who it was. Was it Gemini? But yeah, there could be someone in your energy who is just not a good friend. Could be a little conniving, could have traits that you don't really appreciate, such as like they could be like a cheater and you're like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to be your friend if you're gonna be out here doing that stuff, just I don't know. Center of your spread, we have the Four of Pentacles upright. Yeah, you're gonna be fine financially, Scorpio. You're gonna be just fine. Your bills are gonna get paid. Okay, you're gonna have enough. If you've been having financial worries, like I said, talk to someone. You're gonna be fine financially. It'll all work out for you. We have Page of Coins, exactly. So many confirmations. Your spirit guides are just showering you with financial confirmation. Like you are surviving right now, right? Like you are paying your bills. You're doing it, okay? And it might not be comfortable because you might not have that much left over. And if an emergency happened, blah, 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 all these worries in your head. But you're going to make more and more over time. You are on a path where there is growth. You are on a path where there is developments, okay? So don't be so hard on yourself. Like things will get better. And I know you're worried, but you're going to have a lot of wealth, financial fortune, as well as I'm seeing fortune in knowledge and wisdom and like things that you can add to your resume coming and unfolding for you for the rest of 2024. So you're increasing in value as like an employee, as a person. And because of that, you that value will be reflected back to you in your paychecks and the amount you make, okay? We have the Nine of Wands, self-protection, right underneath that Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're protecting not only yourself, but your image and your closest loved ones by not necessarily letting someone get closer to you who could be like a destructive friendship. For example, let's just say your dude or I don't know why this is the example coming through my head. I know most of you are women. I don't know why I'm using this example, but let's just say you're a dude and you have a friend like from high school or something that's trying to like get close to you and like be really good friends with you and go out with you like every weekend. But this is a woman who is known to sleep with married men or something like that. And first off, you don't like that about that person in general. So it's like, number one, you don't like them, so why be their friend? And then number two, like, this looks bad on me by being your friend. Why would I be your friend? You know what I mean? It's just like, or like, let's just say, I don't know, let's give another example. Let's just say you have like an old coworker that is really trying to get closer to you. And sometimes they say very derogatory things or words that are inappropriate, like here and there, not like every day, and they're not like hardcore with their vocabulary, but still it rubs you the wrong way, and still like I don't want to be associated with somebody who uses these derogatory terms, you know. I'm seeing someone like that in your energy where it's like you just don't want to be associated with them for whatever reason it is for you. And yeah, Spirit is saying definitely like feel free to protect yourself from that. Like that's a good idea. Okay. We have the Three of Wands in reverse, which is so funny, by the way, because with Pluto going into Aquarius back in like January 20th, 2024, and this shift is going to affect us for like the next 20 years. I was feeling so heavily that the earth like went through a portal where all of that like derogatory, like stomping on each other, like getting to where you want by standing on the necks of other people, that type of energy was no longer going to work, like after we went through this portal. And the people who got rich by abusing their employees or, I don't know, just doing very morally corrupt things for their own pleasure, fulfillment, whatever, like is now going to be in a state of decay. And it's those who don't do that are in a bigger state of growth. Whereas in the past, you know, those people who are selfish may have seen growth and life come from that selfish behavior. I felt the earth go through a portal, and that is no longer the dynamic. That is no longer the what's going on here. The people who stay stuck in that selfish energy are in a state of decay. Like they need to change in order to grow, in order to live. Otherwise, reality is going to keep getting harder and harder and harder for them. I swear by it. Okay. And it's interesting for this reading because we see this friend of yours trying to come in, and they have very poor like morals or whatever. And Spirit's saying, yeah, reject them. So I think it's really, really interesting that the Spirit and the universe is focusing on protecting people from these types of individuals. And these individuals will suffer. They will be lonely. They will, you know, not have friends. But you know what? You don't have to be friends with somebody like this, because that loneliness they'll experience will be their teacher, and they'll realize why no one wants to be their friend, and then they'll change the thing that is selfish and hurting others. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. There was a connection there, and I wanted to say that because this theme has been coming through so strongly this week. In a lot of readings, I keep seeing this message of like someone who lacks morals, and universe is like just pointing a lot of those people out at this time, and they feel like not necessarily on the outskirts of society, but these are people who don't really they're like floaters. I don't know, like they are at the edge of everyone's energy. They're not like anyone's best friend. So I don't know, Spirit's just warning about those people and trying to redirect them back into loneliness if they're going to stay in the selfish energy, because like I said, from that darkness, from that loneliness, they'll go through that darkness and on the other side find light again. Which takes me to the Book of Thoth, the green tablets of Thoth or whatever, because that was also something that's mentioned there. Like you have to, like this process of continuously going through the shadows once again to embody more and more light, and it's like a repetitive thing. Anyways, my brain is just going off now in many things that a lot of people watching probably don't understand, but so much connection. I feel Spirit very strongly, and 1, 2, 3 on the clock. We're psychic abilities on point today. Okay. Spiritual connection, 100% connected. Anyways, Three of Wands in reverse. Sorry for that tangent, guys. Scorpio, yeah, you're wanting to achieve a lot more in your life. You have goals, you have dreams, and your attention is better directed towards that, and I see it is directed towards that this week. We have the Magician. Yes, that which you want can be accomplished. The universe is just showering you with confirmation. Okay, like the dreams that you want the goals that you have in mind, they're yours, and we're keeping you protected. We're keeping your bills paid. You have enough right now, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving in the right direction. With the growth that you want to experience. Okay, keep rebranding yourself, reestablishing yourself, because this journey is leading to a lot of goodness, and it'll solve a lot of your worries and anxieties. Open those worries and anxieties up to the closest person in your life who you trust, and let them help you, because from that conversation you'll be reassured greatly. There's so much reassurance in this reading, and just that little message of protecting your energy from that friend that you don't really agree with. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.